Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell.
And I'm Adriana Cotero. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
One of the governor's cabinet members is not being reappointed this term. Find out who.
Also tonight, we bring you more from the new MVA Managing Director.
And the Lottery Commission met this week and made 2 amendments.
In sports, the Torchbearers light up the CAPSA playoffs.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Get more, do more with Docomo Pacific. Enjoy endless local calls and SMS with 30 gigabytes of data for only $59 a month. Sign up today and get a Samsung J6 smartphone free. Connect with the familia, share your moments with your primos, and celebrate the Marianas way every day. The possibilities are endless. On the fastest network that gives you more. Docomo! Now available at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Some conditions apply.
Bubblegum Shrimp Company opens daily at 11 a.m. Located on Beach Road in the heart of Garapan.
Hafa-day Tirwami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Thursday, May 16th, 2019.
Governor Ralph Torres has confirmed that the Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services Commissioner Clyde Narita has been withdrawn from his position. KSPN speaks with Governor about what is next for DFEMS.
I've already signed the letter to withdraw Clyde Narita, and I'll be withdrawing the nomination today. I will not have, I'll have an acting capacity starting tomorrow.
Governor Torres says the reason for the withdrawal is?
Well, I respect the Senate that his nomination is up, and since there's no time to entertain his nomination, I rather pull it back and work with him and have him work in a different capacity.
Governor Torres says he will have one of the staff as the acting commissioner until the nomination of a new commissioner, but has not selected anyone yet.
I have not talked to anyone. There's quite a few interests into holding that position, but I have not talked to anyone regarding that position until I formally make the withdrawal of Mr. Narita's appointment.
Governor says the nomination of a new commissioner will be in a week or 2, and that he has asked Clyde to help in his administration once he is no longer DFEMS commissioner. Reporting for KSPN, I'm Ashley McDowell.
And we bring you more from our recent interview with the new managing director for the Marianas Visitors Authority. Take a listen. Priscilla Maritita Jacopo takes on the position of Managing Director for the Marianas Visitors Authority. So just to let the general public know, can you please tell us why you feel you qualified for this position?
I am educated, I am driven, and with given the opportunity, I would like to be able to share my ideas and the skills that I've learned throughout my lifetime and apply them in MVA.
And can you tell us what those ideas are?
As I mentioned, one of the goals is to bring the adventures and ecotourism. I would like to also explore and bring back, sports tourism as well. What we've found was that we have the helicopter tours, and so we've noticed that has been a high demand, and so we would like to have, investors come out and, be able to provide those services.
Now entering the tourism industry for the first time, KSPN asked her thoughts on major influences that impact the industry. And what are your thoughts on the casino?
I would have to get back to you on that.
Okay. Asking about the casino and also the latest information on our markets. Then, what is our largest market right now?
Right now, currently, it is China. We have seen a decline with Korea. However, my team and I have been working since I've started. We've been working diligently to continue to promote and increase our markets.
And one market MVA has been trying to reboot, the Japanese market. Can you tell me a little bit about what your direct communication line has been with Skymark or any other possible airlines within the Japanese market?
I have not communicated with them just yet. I intend to. I am just getting the gist of the operations as we speak, and I have asked my team to assist me in reaching out and introducing me to our offshore markets, including Skymart as well.
Priscilla says MVA needs to improve our infrastructure, and this includes making sure our airport is up to par.
So that way, when we are able to bring in more flights coming in, we're able to accommodate them.
This is her first week in office, and she says she is open-minded and willing to listen to the community.
At the end of the day, and what the motto is here in MVA is tourism is everybody's business.
Reporting for KSPN2 News, I'm Adriana Cotero.
And we speak with Governor Torres to hear his reason for appointing Priscilla to this lead.
There's a lot of criticism. She doesn't have experience in the tourism industry, but as you know me, this is not the first and it will not be the last. I've appointed people that doesn't have the expertise on specific fields, but she does have a master's degree, a college degree. That holds for something. She is born and raised here. For me, that also says something. And the fact that she's been out, went to school and came back. Her family's here. I believe that her heart is here. And tourism, it's everybody's business, and it's about time that we start giving our own folks the opportunity to gain experience. I'm a strong believer that if you give an individual the opportunity, it's them whether they excel or not. So again, for me, I want to give as many and as much opportunities as those that have not been given.
And according to Governor Torres, the previous MVA Managing Director, Chris Conception, will be working under his administration.
The planning and development, her experience and her input on the tourism industry will play a great role on the planning and development on how our economy and how we plan CNMI and specifically Saipan more into our economic stability, whether it's tourism growth in Marpi, tourism growth in Garapan, or other tourist destinations.
When is he going to start?
I believe June 1st or first week of June.
And Governor Torres announces the appointment of Stanley Jacopo as the Executive Director of the CNMI Veterans Affairs Office. Stanley was the former Executive Director for the Civil Military Liaison Office and a former Environmental Health Officer and Procurement and Supply Director for the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Governor Torres states, quote, Stanley's extensive military experience and passion for veterans make him an ideal fit for this position. He will help implement a constructive and cooperative dialogue between our administration and the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs about the unique needs of our veterans who deserve better from our federal partners out here in the Pacific, end quote.
The Lottery Commission met this week and made 2 amendments to the casino license agreement.
That's right, and we sit down with the chair of the commission for the details.
There were 4 items on the agenda that they requested for the Lottery Commission to entertain, but there was only 2 amendments that the Lottery Commission had voted on.
The Lottery Commission that includes Department of Commerce Secretary Mark Rebalaman, Department of Public Safety Commissioner Robert Guerrero, and the new Department of Finance Secretary David Attelig. What were the 4 items on the agenda?
For the inclusion of other investors when they build rooms to be included in their required 2,000 room count. The second one was the extension for the integrated gaming facility. The third one was the reduction of the 65% of labor force, U.S. qualified labor force, to the 30% that is recognized in the CNMI law. The fourth one, of course, was the reduction of shareholder interest.
Okay, and which two amendments were made?
For the inclusion of the different room builds towards their room count.
And why did the Lottery Commission feel that this was acceptable?
Well, the thought behind that was more or less, it'll be nice to be able to include different high-end brand names. I'm just tossing out the examples of Sheraton and all that, but who knows? Because they're working, they're trying to develop that partnership with the different high-end hotel industry. The one thing that we emphasize to make sure is we do keep the 5-star requirement.
According to the chairman, Mark Rebalaman, the Second Amendment goes hand in hand with the first.
It was to remove the restriction of the shareholder so that it can open it up to be able to give them the ability to have more investors come into their portfolio.
And also during this meeting, Rebalaman says Imperial Pacific International requested for another deadline extension. However, it was not entertained by the commission. They're asking for an extra year.
Yeah. But like I said, since we didn't entertain it, I'm sorry I don't have the full details. Just literally, I didn't entertain it, so I didn't even.
Did they say a reason for this request?
Well, like for everything else, we all been through it. The 2 super typhoons, the new restriction on the labor law, or the countries that are allowed to come work in the CNMI under the U.S. flag. So there's a combination of outside forces that we have no control over.
So is it something the commission is considering then, or talking about?
Well, I don't want to speak on behalf of the other commissioners, but it is something that I would personally I'd entertain, just to see or hear the reasons behind, or the thoughts behind the request.
Reporting for KSPN2 News, I'm Adriana Cotero.
Coming up, there is a grand opening for a new stop on island and is unlike any other.
We have the details next. Stay tuned.
Get your daily serving of 4G LTE data with IT&E's daily prepaid plans. Choose from the best priced plans in the Marianas. Get 1 gigabyte of data for $2.50 a day, or choose a $1.50 or $2 plan. Need more data? Top up. Get 100 megabytes for $1 or 1 gigabyte for $10. Visit any IT&E store or call us to learn more, and ask about our prepaid loyalty plan. IT&E. Explore your world.
You deserve more.
I know it's been hard. Come on, let's go for a ride.
Hi, welcome to Dow Rent to Own.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now this feels like home.
Dial Rent to Own.
Making lives better since 1987.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News.
A ribbon cutting is held today for a new establishment on island that combines local food, outdoors, and plants.
All right.
It's the first of its kind on the island of Saipan. It's the opening of the ornamental plant export and agritourism facility called Rufina Tropicals.
It's a very special day, especially for my wife. She really worked very hard, and this is her dream, her vision, and despite all the obstacles, she stuck to it. She worked very hard, and she accomplished her dream, and her vision truly comes to reality.
It's an experience that combines agriculture with tourism. A great way to enjoy the outdoors, all while learning about different plants here on the island.
That I'm finally open to share what I have here. This is actually my playground.
But it's not just plants. Also for enjoyment is some true local cuisine at the Bibangs Cafe.
So tourists can come here and see what local is about. So it's mainly the authentic part of the chamorro dish. Yes, so you'd have to come in and try it.
The Cafe and Tropicals is located across Airport Field on Flame Tree Road as Lido and is open Monday through Wednesday from 7 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. And from Thursday to Sunday, it's 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
It's not just this. We have 11 sections outside of private dining. So if you want to dine outside, you want to do your homework outside, you have to let us know in advance and we'll set it up for you. The access of internet is all around. So you can be anywhere around out there.
This is all brought to you by Rowena Torres, who created Rufina LLC a few years back.
So the main business of Rufina LLC is actually my export. I've been exporting plants since 2015. So I wanted to share, you know how like you have dough, you go in and you see how they do the pineapples. Well, what I did is that I wanted to do a tour first. And then as you end down there, you're going to see the plantations. I have 19 species, so you get to see what I export.
Rowena exports to all 50 states, with plants and supplies arriving in 3 to 5 days, sharing a piece of paradise with the other side of the world. Reporting for KSPN, I'm Ashley McDowell.
On Guam, NASA scientists are on island to map coral reefs, and a ceremony is held to recognize fallen heroes. KUAM reports.
Hafide Sinamai, here's what's making news on Guam. NASA research scientists are here to map out the island's coral reefs to an unprecedented degree of accuracy using state-of-the-art technology. The project is meant to help conserve and protect the corals that are a critical part of our ecoculture. Nestor Lecanto reports.
Up close, it looks like a machine straight out of a Star Wars movie, or maybe equipment that an agency like NASA would come up with, which it did. Meet Dr. Ved Chirayath of NASA's Lab for Advanced Sensing Earth Science Division, who invented what's called fluid lensing technology.
And what it does is take very high-speed video over corals, looks at the wave action, and then is able to actually use waves as lenses to magnify what's underneath the surface and remove the distortion. So we're essentially moving the ocean away, and then we get a 3D view of the coral.
A high-resolution camera attached to a drone is used to map coral reefs from the air with an extremely high level of accuracy, sub-centimeter accuracy.
A lot of coral reefs are dying off and they're changing their distribution. Fish colonies are collapsing. So this is one method in which we can survey those coral, understand where they are, how healthy they are, and then how they're changing over time.
Dr. Romina King of UOG's Geography and Micronesian Culture Division helped win a grant for the Bureau of Statistics and Plans to fund the project.
Coral is so important, you know, in terms of economic reasons. Several years ago, there was an economic valuation of Guam's coral reefs, and it was over $50 million that our reefs were worth to our local economy.
But really, we're talking about the rainforests of the sea. These support over 90% of the biodiversity in the ocean start their lives in coral reefs. And so if we lose them, we may be losing out on potential future medicines. We currently derive over 100 different medicines from corals. The list goes on.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
In commemoration of Peace Officers Memorial Day, the Guam Police Department held its annual memorial service at the Agana Precinct to honor its fallen heroes. Chief of Police Steve Ignacio.
This is the annual event that which everything Police Week centers around this key event today. So we'd like to thank all the families and friends and fellow law enforcement officers for coming out and showing their support. We must never forget those that gave the ultimate sacrifice by giving up their lives to defend our island and our freedoms.
As the Hagåtña precinct prepares to close because of plans to open a new headquarters in Sinahaña, decisions are being made as to what to do with the Peace Officers Monument in Hagåtña.
We're currently in the process of looking at plans to see how we can possibly relocate this monument, whether we're going to relocate this monument or build something different, or it'll be based on input from stakeholders such as the family and see if they want to continue this monument or start something new. But we definitely respect the wishes of the family, because they're the reason why we're here. Their loved ones gave up their lives.
A total of 17 Guam's law enforcement officers have died while in the line of duty. Stay informed 24/7 by checking out our website or downloading our app available for iOS or Android. Reporting for KSPN2 News, I'm Sabrina Salas. Matt Tanani.
Thank you, Sabrina. All right, coming up, men hoop it up at Civic Center, so we'll hoop it up too next.
Get a load of this. Here's your chance to win cold hard cash with Docomo Pacific's prepaid giveaway. For a limited time only, get a chance to win cash and cool Docomo Pacific gear every time you load $5 worth of Docomo Pacific prepaid. Every Friday, we'll reward 5 winners with $50 and 1 grand prize of $250 to one lucky person. Every $5 worth of prepaid load gets you an automatic entry. Load more and get more chances to win with Docomo Pacific's prepaid giveaway. Docomo Pacific. Better together. Some conditions apply.
Let's roll at Gold's Gym Saipan with group exercise for every body. Total Resistant Exercise, or TRX, helps develop your core and improve strength. And Zumba toning is probably the funnest way to get fit. The Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplements. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Summer is here. Have some fun at Mariana's Trekking inside the Mariana Resort. Feel the speed at the Seaside Circuit. Trek to the rugged Forbidden Island. Ride a buggy or ATV on our off-road adventure. Go stand-up paddleboarding. Whack balls at the driving range. Or pitch or putt on the short course. It's all at Saipan's premier and homegrown adventure company, Mariana's Trekking. Book online at marianastrekking.com or come see us inside the Mariana Resort.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, it's been a great year for Agape Christian School. Now both their boys and girls basketball teams made it to the finals of the private middle school championships. One day after their girls advanced to the championship of the private middle schools, Agape boys basketball took full advantage of their opportunity to reach the finals with a dominating performance against Saipan Community School yesterday. After Charlie McDonald cut the deficit to 14 points, the Torchbearers went on a tear. Bobby to Jordan, a perfect pass over the top, but he misses. Oh, Eason sneaks in for the stick back. Bobby Bow, he stops, he pops, and a shot drops. David Zhang from the trench. Another pass over the top to Jordan Mount. Book it. Wow. Eason Tang, the master of the mid-range jumper. David Zhang bombs away. Oh, the SCS starters couldn't stop him, and their bench was thinner than sawgrass, while the ACS team needed a bigger bench. Steele leads to a breakaway lay-in. No, a breakaway three-pointer. Oh, my goodness. Oh, a three-pointer. Another steal and another breakaway. This time the Torches take 2. Agape ends this game on a 24-1 run for the convincing 54-17 victory. In the second game, the Mount Carmel Knights walk away winners over Grace Christian Academy, 28-25. Civic Center comes alive Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday nights with hoops under the lights. No fights, no slights, just big basketball appetites and a game played at 81 degrees Fahrenheit. The parking lot was packed for a Wednesday night triple header. You know, the best things in life are free, and this was free. Wait, where else in the world can you sit in the comfort of your automobile and watch Perry Eno score? Only on Saipan. Or see his team pass the ball off of his head into the other team's hands for their score? Only at Civic Center Court. June Alapio. For 3! That's Loving Hands. No, not him. That's their team name, Loving Hands. The counterpunch, Emin Kabacha. 3-ball, corner pocket for the 9-11 Bar and Grill. Time runs out. Loving Hands wins this Emin Lodge B Division game 78-70. Next up, A Division, Brabu versus The Game.
So we'll try our best. Hopefully, you guys know each other. Good game. Yeah? All right. Good luck, guys.
The crowd was small but chill. Real chill. Opening salvo, Douglas Schmidt, a.k.a. The Spider. A 3-point connection. And then another 3-ball. And then Derek Pinchy. Rangamar. The drive down the middle of Beach Road up and in. You see that? Well, not everyone in the game saw it. They were too busy playing their video games or looking to see who else was driving up. All right, here's who's driving up. June Fidelina, the runner. Across the lane, the floater sinks. You could say June's team was hanging around. E.J. Abeo to Fidelino, the baseline reverse. Book it, Mr. Score Booker. Mac Mintak picks Derek's pocket, the dribble drive. He leaves the lay-in short. Hey, don't worry about that. There's a 3-pointer. Who made that? Oh, it was EJ. EJ! He gets a steal, misses the shot. He rebounds and then makes it. He never gets tired. Look at this touchdown pass from Fidelino to Abeo. June to EJ again. That's a winning combination, I'd say. You could say that too. Dean Blake, the outlet to Mac, the drive, the Euro step. Oh, and Europe's way on the other side of the globe. EJ, the assist to June Del Rosario, and that twickles the twine. Twickles the twine, it tickled the twine. The game wins this game by 1 point.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Today's high temperature, 90. The heat index 100, the low 79, humidity 70%. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, isolated showers, southwest winds 10 miles an hour, high 89, low 79, seas 2 to 4 feet. Sunrise 5:48, high tide at 1:06 in the morning, a low tide at 5 minutes before 1 in the afternoon, and then sunset at 6:38.
Ooh, okay. A couple minutes later on the sunset.
Yeah, all the way until June 21st.
Okay.
And then it'll start getting earlier.
Oh, okay.
Long way away, so don't worry about it.
All right, but I'm excited. Hopefully the sunset this evening is just as beautiful as it has been all week.
This week has been spectacular. Yeah, what can I say?
Yeah, hopefully it's like that again tonight.
I like to say we're responsible for that, but we're not.
Yeah, you're
we
right.
We just report it.
We do, and sometimes get to watch it.
Yeah, tonight we're going to watch it.
Exactly. All
That's
right.
why
well,
we got to go.
Oh, we do. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Please have a great rest of your night and tune in tomorrow night at 6.
Good night.